Let's do it.
YouTube video. YouTube. Is framing good on that one?
Oh yeah. What the heck?
Sweet. Oh, dude, I'm actually genuinely so pumped to talk about this. Dude, YouTube video. We're now in the world of YouTube. That's crazy. All right, let's get it. I should introduce what we're doing.
I was about to say, dude.
So, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another. Damn, it feels strange, man. I'm new to the whole YouTube world, so this is pretty exciting for myself. I get to do an interview for Mora Films now, so I'm genuinely really pumped to talk about this company with you all and introduce it to you guys. And so far we've had such great feedback from a lot of people. You guys are just so supportive, and I couldn't be more appreciative of that. So thank you everyone for all the support. And I'm just genuinely so pumped to start making short films and just content and putting that out there for you guys. And yeah, I'm excited to talk about the company today.
All right, brother. So, first question. What moment feels like the spark that led to this company being born?
What moment led to the spark of this company being born? Man, I feel like there's so many moments that could lead to one's dream, you know? I feel like I've always just had such a creative mind, and I've always just genuinely enjoyed creating. And as I got older, man, at 10 years old, I told my mom I wanted to be an actor, and one thing led to another. Acting has been that industry where it's persistence, man. It's persistence, it's passion, and you'll hear a lot of no's, you'll hear a lot of rejection, and it's just one of those things where you got to be patient, and most importantly, you got to believe in yourself. And my first time being on set was for Black Phone, and that was definitely a spark in my life where I could see myself doing this, but not only just as an actor, but I can see myself being a producer, I can see myself being a director. And since early teenage years, man, from 13 and up, I really just started exploring the world of editing. I just started recording on an iPhone and just started editing on CapCut and just whatever editing apps I could find. And something about the psychology of putting a story together on an editing timeline is just really fascinating to me, because there's a whole technicality to editing, right? You go open up DaVinci and you open up Premiere and it looks like an airplane, like the cockpit of an airplane, right? But really the power of editing has such a unique way of storytelling and the psychology behind it, and I just fell in love with that. And after that, I decided I want to buy a camera, and I wanted to buy mics, and I wanted to buy lenses and lights. And next thing you know, man, it's just I just fell in love with the whole world of cinema. What has felt the biggest spark in my life has been able to have an influence on people. And I think that the power of social media is so heavy nowadays. And there's a lot of content creators who have huge followings, and they do a lot of good things with that. And if I can be a person that has a platform with a following, with a community behind it, with a fandom behind it, and be a light and be somebody who can give that spark to someone else, as this company can, that's my goal. Being able to give that spark and ignite something in other people. It's crazy that we're talking about, because that's literally what the company stands for. It's a heart and it's a flame. And my goal with this is to genuinely ignite something in you guys, and ignite, if whatever this next production we have is a religious horror film, it's scary, it's terrifying. If you can take something from that and it can influence you in a positive way, whether it's inspiring you to make your own religious horror film, whether it's inspiring you to, go out there and make a rom-com, a drama, a comedy, whether it's just giving you that fuel to pursue your dreams, whether if it gives you an idea to write something of your own, whether it gives you an idea to create a monster that you've been wanting, a fantasy of this, or whatever it is, as long as it can influence you in some way and it can give you that same spark that has been given to me, that to me is a win. Whether you you don't have to love the acting or the writing or the editing, but as long as it can just have some light and that light can shine on your guys' life in a positive way, that's everything. And I hope that all of our films can do that.
Heck yeah. Dude, I'm not even kidding. You answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Dude.
6 right now.
Oh,
That's
man.
so dope.
Okay. Man, that was, well, we're done. All right. No.
We have more now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, that's so freaking awesome.
I'm glad I didn't read. He sent me the list of questions, and this is exactly why I didn't want to read any of them, because I wanted all of these answers just to be as genuine as I could possibly make them.
With that being said, what guiding values or truths do you want behind every project your company creates?
Everything we do is from love, made of real amor. Mora Films. That's what it's about. That is the truth behind all of this, is that it just comes from love. It's from passion. Take a look at our logo, for instance. Half of it is the heart, half of it is a flame. And I'm going to break down the logo to you guys. So the heart represents love. It represents empathy. And also, a film without a soul, a film that is created without heart, is just noise. When you make something with love, with just your genuine, just raw passion, that's what makes a good film. I mean, it's our secret recipe. You know what I mean? Well, you ask your mom, how did you make this? It's a secret ingredient. It's love, you know? So that's what the heart represents. And then the flame. Now, the flame is not just fire and heat. It's this energy. And in the most simplistic way, we just burn with passion. The flame, it's the symbolic meaning behind that is to ignite, as we were saying earlier, to ignite something in people. You know, we're gonna make all sorts of films, religious horrors, from comedies to rom-coms to thrillers to, you know, everything you can think of. The stories that we grew up hearing and the movies that we grew up watching have molded us into the people we are today. I mean, the power of a story is like no other, truly. There's nothing like a story. And that's where the idea of igniting a change comes in. And that flame is what that represents. You know, and when you put those two things together, man, I mean, dude, that's everything.
Heck yeah. Dang, dude. Every time after you talk,
Yeah.
I feel like we need a pause for a second, bro.
Right.
To like really take in what the heck you said. I don't want to like move.
Just move on. No,
Yeah.
man, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, seriously, I'm just genuinely, because this is like, I'm seeing it from your guys' perspectives. You know, Miguel out of the blue just launches a production company. Right. I get it. So this is an opportunity for me to truly express myself to the world and let people know why we're doing it and what we stand for. You know, so I mean, genuinely, man, I'm just super excited to be here. I'm gonna take a sip of water because my mouth is dry.
Founding a production company isn't easy.
Mm-mm.
What obstacle tested you and what pushed you forward when things got heavy?
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, man, and this is getting personal here, but I think the biggest thing here has been a lot of sacrifice and like, dude, I don't go to house parties. I don't party. I don't go out. And that's a choice I've decided to make. I decided to graduate high school early. I decided to just go in a very disciplined route of life at a very young age, thanks to my mother. Mom, I know you're watching. Thank you. She is my drill sergeant, my parole officer, my chief, everything, dude. She's the one behind me and just always making sure I'm on track. And I mean, honestly, I think the hardest part of starting a production company at this age is you got to just sacrifice those things to something greater. And honestly, man, I mean, it's not, I'm not saying it in any sense that, oh, I regret not doing that and I regret I should have. No, absolutely not. I don't regret any of that. I think at 18, it literally feels that like at 18 years old, I'm living the life of like a 30-year-old. And I think that can be the hardest part at times. I think that's honestly, being sincere, probably the most difficult thing. Like, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. From the moment I started this company to now, there has been so much trial and error. I have learned drastically from so many mistakes that I've made. And I think the hardest part is always getting back up from your mistakes. I would like to actually direct this to my filmmakers out there. Go out there and make your film. Because I think the hardest part about doing something and pursuing something in this industry, a lot of people live with a doubt, a fear of their projects getting rejected. And if I can just give some advice to those watching, is let that fear go and truly just go after the project that you want to make, because everyone has an opinion. Everybody. You're going to make something and some people are going to think it's terrible. Some people are not going to appreciate it the way you did. But then on the flip side to that, some people will. There's an audience for literally everything. Some people are going to appreciate the creativity behind your work. Some people are going to find it funny. Some people are going to find it scary. But you just have to find your niche in that group and go with it.
Dude, I will have to say, just to latch on what you were talking about like how there was a lot of sacrifices that you have done, and especially you as just being an 18-year-old, but you feel like you're a 30-year-old. I completely understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Because as a person who is over 30, I could appreciate what you're doing now, because I know a lot of 30-year-olds right now wish they were 18 with all the knowledge they have right now from messing up and everything of the sort. So you're actually doing what everyone wishes they would have done. Like, you're taking that initiative of doing it now, messing up now, finding happy accidents now. And that's essentially where it's at, dude. And I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah. Thank you for saying that, man, because that does mean a lot, because it is living a life of a 30-year-old as an 18. Like, I know it sounds crazy to some of you guys, but if you guys were to actually see the work that goes into a lot of this, it's like, man, I'm starting to, dude, am I growing gray hair? Because it's like, bro, don't be surprised if sooner or later you see me with gray hair. No, man, thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So, we are going to do some fan-catered questions.
Fan-catered questions. You guys hear that? Your favorite.
Now we can take that out of the way. You ready, brother?
Yeah, dude.
So, on the set of Black Bone,
yeah,
what was the moment, or if there was a moment, that inspired you to be like, this is actually what I want to do?
Every day. Every day I was on set. Dude, I was on set the days I wasn't supposed to be on set. I just wanted to learn. Like, that is film school for me. So it's like, honestly, I would go around asking the grips, the ACs, like the ADs, just as many questions as I could, because to me it's just all fascinating. The whole set life and production, it's just fun. I could talk about it all day. So every day I was on set was a reminder of like, man, you're doing what you love, and man, this is the goal, to run a production this big. You know what I mean? To run a production at this level. That's always the goal.
Nice.
You know.
Now, fast forward to you being on set on Black Phone. Were you already thinking about making your production company?
Yeah. When I was on set for Black Phone 2, I was just taking notes. You know, I was a sponge absorbing everything. I mean, this idea came to me, starting the production company came to me before Black Phone 2, way before that. It came to me literally like when I was 14 years old, around that age. I started work. I created the business plan for the production company August 2nd, and we took off to film Black Phone 2 in October. So that was already, I was already working on this before I filmed Black Phone 2.
Could we get a sneak peek of what's to come?
Ooh, what's to come next, man? So, is a religious horror film we shot in the woods. It was just a lot of fun, guys. It was. Fun fact, we got the cops called on our set, and I'll just leave you guys off with that. Yeah. It was a good time, though. We had fun, and I just can't wait for you guys to see this next project that we've been working on. This is where we do the little outro.
Yep.
Like and subscribe. Mora Films. How do I do an outro? I want to be like, I want people to go like and subscribe, but I don't want to sound like a, yo, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you guys know what to do. Yeah. Love you guys.